guys, welcome to another episode of the Middle Child Podcast with your girl Royal Bose. And as I promised you guys last week when I did my very first episode by myself, we're going to ride out the next couple of episodes here at my condo. It's a place where I feel safe. It's just a place where it's me. And so the next few guests that you guys are going to meet are going to be the ones that have had the most impact on my life. So without further ado, I want to introduce you to my best friend, my friend of 20 plus years, Kiarica Smith. What's up?
Girl, I'm happy to be here. You're such an inspiration, girl. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you
I'm
for
just
coming.
ready for the conversation. I'm so ready.
Ain't no telling where it's about to go. Because this is like 20 years.
20 years.
This is 20 years. So y'all, as I promised, I think earlier on, I tried starting a podcast like so many times. This is probably like the third one, but my very first one was with Kiki and under construction with BBV. Yeah, that was like upstairs at my parents' house. And me and Kiki just kind of like
tried.
with it. I reached out and I was like, "Hey, I want to start a podcast. Do you want to be my host?" And she was like, sure.
And we tried.
And so we did. We really tried. So we're going to dig a little deeper into that. But I want to ask, if you could describe your life right now in one word, what would it be?
I would say redemptive.
Okay.
I say redemptive because I see how the experiences, they kind of prepared me for the experiences that followed.
Yeah.
And the experiences to come. I see God's hand. I can look back and see where God's hand was in every experience and everything.
Yeah.
And to add to that one word, I would say purposeful. Because the experiences were purposeful.
Yeah.
They were preparing me for what was to come.
Yeah.
I just thank God for, being so mindful of me.
Yes.
And just, knowing the things that I have ahead and just, holding my hand as I walk through different experiences that were preparing me.
Yeah. Redemptive is a good word.
Yeah.
It's like a comeback game.
Yes,
like,
it is.
It's my comeback time.
Like, it's a combination. It's a combination of my faith in Christ, God's love towards me, and me trying to, extend that love to his people.
Yeah.
It's a combination of all of that.
So how is that? Because, baby, I tried, we're going to say the word ministry, and I just feel like loving God's people is and not just in ministry, just in general.
In general.
But, my life is supposed to minister to people within itself. And it's just like, I be like, God, your people. And he probably be like, and you're one of them.
And you're one of them. And that's actually it. When I think about how mindful he is of me, that makes me want to be mindful, of the people that I love. And like, it's so hard.
Yeah.
It is hard because I be loving people wholeheartedly, and it's hard to spread that love and be that same person for everyone and just show up for everyone.
Yeah.
But like, just thinking about how mindful he is of us and how forgiving and how, he just shows up and supports and provides, and that makes me want to be that for other people. And it does causes you to kind of overextend yourself sometimes. Girl. And you have to take a step back and be like, okay, God, I love your people. I love your people. But, I need you to help me with this.
Yeah.
Help me with this, because I'm trying to be everything to everybody. And I really need to take a step back and figure out how to do things for me too,
Yeah.
But we can have a whole conversation like that'll last all day about it. We can.
That is, like you said, you have your foot, and then like with your career, like you're a teacher. So not just with people, but now you got little minds, and of course they're little to us, but you're high school. But it's like,
it's a thorn in my flesh.
I was gonna say, because you're so kind and empathetic, and it's just like, I be like, po Kiki.
Like, you know how many times I've told you, like, I'm ready to be at the class, I'm ready to go. And it's not the kids.
Yeah.
I'm called to them. I'm a teenager whisperer.
Yeah.
But like, it's every day you gotta, leave. I'm that person that wants to be a super teacher.
Yeah.
I want to provide that, constant, immediate feedback, you know, timely or what have you. And sometimes they require you to take stuff home.
Yeah.
Like I want I want to leave work at home.
Yeah.
And like if I'm doing something at home, it's to professionally develop myself. You know, not actually doing work.
Yeah.
Work, you know. And so like I know in my career, like I value the conversations that I have with the kids. I value, you know, if they having an issue, we taking a step outside the classroom. We're gonna walk up the hall, and we got big windows from ceiling to floor.
Yeah.
And we go down there, we stand down, and we may cry. We're gonna talk about what you got going on.
Yeah.
And first, if you treated me wrong in front of the class, we're gonna talk about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that too, because that wasn't necessary. And what did I do to you? Did I deserve that?
Yeah.
If I didn't deserve that, let's talk about why you feel like you had to do that thing.
Yeah.
And that's like, I enjoyed that part. And that's probably my next step in life.
Yeah.
When I leave out the classroom.
It's being a counselor.
Counselor, therapist, coach, whatever you want to call it.
Girl, because they need it. Especially for high school people. I can see that. Because I just feel like when you look at the adoption agency and the foster care homes and stuff like that, they give up on kids once they hit a certain age.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's unfair. It takes somebody with patience to deal with them. And
Yeah.
so.
The parents, ain't no book on how to parent either. You know? And so when it comes to me wanting to counsel and coach and all that for the teens, for tweens, teens, and young adults, like I actually want to help the parents too.
Yeah.
I want to help them be able to, you know, start those conversations with their kids, how to support them at home, whether it's academics or just, you know, helping them to be open with them. You know, because if they can't be open at home, they're gonna be open with other people that you probably don't want them to be open with. they may put your business out there.
Man,
you know?
You hear me?
And also, they may look for something in someone else that they're not getting at home because they don't feel like they can talk to you. You know, so I'm called to the tweens, teens, and young adults, but like I might be called to their parents too. Bless. Oh Lord, help
somebody, baby, because they be needing me. Trying to find that thin line between, I think, being a friend and being a parent. Because I get wanting to be your child's friend, so they come to and talk to you. But it's just like I was saying, you also have to be a parent. We don't have enough parents.
Yeah.
Like, my children gonna be like, "Mom, you're so mean." Like, no, I'm a parent. Like, you still come talk to me, but I'm going to parent you because that's my job. So that's interesting. All right. So Kiki, how did you feel when I first introduced starting a podcast with me years ago?
I was like, okay. Let me try to figure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah.
You my best friend. I'm going along with the ride.
Yeah.
You know, and I was gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
I was excited.
It was fun. It really was. I think I trusted starting it with you though. Because one, I didn't want to start it with nobody else. I wasn't going to do it by myself. But it was just like I wanted a female co-host. I think I wanted a male at one point. But like all my male friends was just like doing too much at the time. So, and we had the longest name ever. Under
construction with BBV. And what if we would have spelled out the BBV?
Somebody about the other night, I was like, it was under construction with BBV, and BBV stands for bold, beautiful, and voluptuous. He was like, that is a long name.
Yes,
I said, look, we were starting now.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. It's just funny how it has come full circle for me. And I would say, I tell people, I think in that season, I'm glad that you accepted the call. But what you don't understand was that was our Jonah story. That was the Jonah story for me. Because I was being disobedient. God told me to start one by myself. I pulled you in. So if the ship started facing them storms, that was why I had to jump off. But that's so interesting. I just caught that as I was sitting here talking to you. That I was being Jonah, not going to Nineveh.
Wow, and I was on the ship. Trying to figure out what
because we were just coming up.
I actually, you know, during that time in my life, like I was going through some things. Actually, I ain't gonna say I was homeless, but I went from one house to another.
Yeah,
you know, and so That was a time, and so making time to do that. I had just started with my process going through the pageant and everything. Just trying to balance all of that. Also, I was in school. I think I had finished up all my courses, and I was focusing on taking the exam for this certification, and like it was just all it was a lot going on, but. I've always been a busy person. And, I've worked on it. I've gotten better, put a lot of things down. But in that season, like, it wasn't just you.
Yeah.
It was some other things contributing to that ship that was for me.
Rocking.
So, but I enjoyed doing the podcast with you. But we both of us could see that, okay, it's something we missing.
Yeah.
It's something we don't know.
We was planning late. You would ask a question on Tuesday. You were like, okay, so what we doing next Sunday? I was like, I'll get back to you. And I would come back like Sunday morning. Like, girl, we was finna record in like 2 hours. It was so very unorganized. Yeah. Okay, thinking of the podcast being unorganized, if you could label that season of your life, what would you label it?
I had to go back to that same word.
Okay.
I feel like it was redemptive. Like, and I'm not just thinking about the podcast. I'm thinking about everything that I just mentioned.
Yeah.
Like, I say redemptive because, first of all, my upbringing, I ain't had no silver spoon, but I ain't know that we didn't have much.
Yeah.
And like, I didn't have a need for anything. And when I wanted something, my folks kind of curated the want, like, how God, the Bible says that He gives us the desires of our heart.
Yeah.
But that involves us, surrendering to His will and Him kind of forming those desires, know. And so, like, growing up, like, I didn't see that, we weren't rich. I know we weren't, wealthy or anything, but I didn't see that we didn't have it all and all that type of stuff. And I was a good student. I made good grades. I always looked nice. I was raised in the church. All those things. And like, struggle wasn't a big part of my life. And so, like, that particular season, when I was going through that, I learned a lot. I learned a lot that prepared me for my adulthood now, and some previous things that I've gone through and some things probably to come. And that podcast, it showed me some potential that I had.
Yeah.
It showed me some potential. It did add to all of the ideas and stuff that, God, kind of dumped into my brain.
Yeah.
But I would label it redemptive. I would label it purposeful.
Yeah.
All of it.
That's interesting.
It's crazy how God can take our decisions and stuff and still make it work for our good.
My goodness.
Don't get me started.
Makes the mistakes work. Girl, that's good.
Listen, y'all, this fingernail missing.
I keep trying. He's back to that's so funny you say that, guys. So as you can see, this is the first podcast that I'm doing with a host, clearly back Redemptive, in the condo. So we just having fun going at it. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but my refrigerator that made ice, it didn't pour out water. I don't know if y'all can hear any of that. Air condition. Bear with us again. Yeah. I wanted to give you guys a different scenery. So here we are. Yeah. All right, Kiki. How does it feel being friends for 20 plus years?
I don't know what it feels like, but it feels like a long time. It feels like a long time.
Yeah.
Just knowing that you got someone in your corner that's loyal.
Yeah.
And that's going to stand beside you and support you regardless, and they're going to hold you accountable.
Yeah.
Like, for that long.
Yeah.
And of course, it's been times where, we may have just supported each other. We may not have agreed sometimes, but we support each other. But we've also grown to a point to where now it's like, all right, listen.
It's definitely all right, listen.
It's all right, listen now because, like, I want what God has for you. You know? I want you to have what God has for you.
Garmin, when you first said that, I was like, I got so tired of Kiki saying that. I was in my season of not necessarily being rebellious, but it was just like, I just want to do what I want to do. Like, I want what God got, but I want to do what I want to do. And Kiki said that all the time. And I was like...
Sometimes, you know, wanting what God got for us, it requires some surrendering, you know.
And we know I can't do that.
It's difficult for all of us.
Yeah.
It's difficult for all of us because we have our own desires and until we get, you know, get a good relationship with God and we read the word for ourselves and kind of let him, you know, form those desires for us. It's hard for us to, you know, decipher, figure out what desires that we have aligned with his. And even in our adulthood now, it's kind of hard. You know, but you
be having to just, I think now it's more intentional because it's kind of like I know. Before, for me, it was like, I know this ain't what he said, but I'm going to do it anyway. Now, the surrenderance comes with, I'm unsure. Granted, I still want to seek him and be like, God, is this you? But he not like, I haven't developed a relationship with him where I hear him clearly. Like, he be having to say it a couple times, and then I hear him clearly. But I'm not at that point to where, like, we sitting right here talking, and he can be talking to me, and I'm still paying attention. We ain't there yet.
Listen. That comes and goes. It comes and goes because sometimes he'll drop something on me. You know, in a moment, and sometimes I'm like, Lord, listen, I'm in the middle of trying to make a decision. Like I don't have a lot of time. And I need you, and I think he just wants us to trust. Remember I told you all of those experiences. They kind of prepare us for. You know, the following experiences and the upcoming experience. I feel like he wants us to trust the things that, you know, we learned from those experiences.
That's good.
And apply those. If y'all wouldn't what I'm looking at, I'd be looking outside of the tree. But he wants us to apply those teachings from him, you know, in those situations where we have to make those decisions. And you have to trust yourself. And that's a prayer that I prayed maybe a couple of days ago. Like, I don't know, God, if it's that, you know, you trying to teach me to trust myself or like you teaching me patience. Like, which one is it? But I need to hear from you because I need to make this decision like right now, you know? So,
That's good, especially the trust. Because I'm one of them. I'd be like, all right, God, come on. I need it right now. I need it right now. And he'd probably be like, girl. I think a part of that come with risk taking too. Like, just take the risk. At least, like you said, he makes your mistakes prosper. So if you did it with good intentions, then of course he gonna come back and be like, you know what? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe you didn't hear me. Like, but you tried. Like, you really tried. And I think that's where grace steps in, and things work out.
Grace,
right, girl, and favor.
Don't get me started on grace. God is amazing.
Girl.
He's amazing.
Gracious. Yes. That Tasha Cobb song, Gracefully Broken, it's going to take me down through that every time.
I haven't heard it.
You probably have, but you probably just don't know the title of it.
Okay, I'm going to look it up now.
Gracefully Broken. I'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
Sitting there crying.
Yeah. The good that we experience is his grace. Some of the bad that we experience is grace as well. And like I said, just looking back and seeing how even the bad situations that we were uncomfortable in and we didn't like, just looking back and seeing how you know it all worked out.
And I think that's the bad. People be like, oh my God, why have you forsaken me? And he's just like, no, I need to get you uncomfortable because you've gotten too comfortable. And then also my thing is you have to remember the prayers that you prayed. If I pray for strength, he's going to do things that make me develop strength. He ain't just going to give me strength. Like, you got to remember the prayers that you prayed. But he's also going to do it in a gracious way. He's a parent. He has to correct us and adjust us in ways that we don't want to be adjusted. Like when you're raising a child, if you're raising a child the right way, it's just how you tell your kids, you can't go to that party, or you can't go to that sleepover, you can't do this, you can't do that, and it's directing them on certain situations in life. So I mean, the same as with God.
You can't go. They come over here.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be that type of parent. Now you can't go over there. I don't know how they parents do, but you can invite them over here.
But I want to be the cool mom anyway. I want to be the cool mom.
And if I let them go, I'm going too.
Really? That's cool. That is so. Yeah. And I guess because you have a relationship with the parents, because we could be over there, playing cards, maybe drinking wine, y'all doing y'all thing. Yeah, I want to be the cool mom though.
It's gonna be a gradual release. Now, once they become teenagers, they in high school, it'll be a gradual release, But I'm gonna be that parent like, oh, you said little Abby she having a sleepover for her 10th birthday party. Yeah, you can go. But I'm gonna see if her mom needs some help with something. You need some help setting up. You need me to bring something? Yeah, I can help you with the girl. Yeah, but my baby not going over there with me.
Yeah, and at that point, you got good discernment. So you're able to test, because you got good discernment now, but now you're able to test energy. You walk in the house and it just ain't sitting right with you. Yeah. Look, play with little Abby, but we're not going to stay. We're not staying tonight. Yeah. Sorry. So, girl, that's so interesting. I wasn't able to go to sleepovers until I was a little older. I think one lady my teacher had to beg my mom on behalf of a parent to let me go to a sleepover, because my mom and them was not having it. What? The girl invited me. And I think we were best friends at the time. The girl invited me. My mama said no. The teacher came and asked my mama, vouched for the girl and her family and everything. Wow. Sure did. And I think my mama did let me go. Not the first time, but maybe like the second sleepover. But
yeah. So my thing is, if you invite my baby to a sleepover, your daughter and my daughter should be close friends. And if they close friends, then I ain't saying we close friends, but maybe they seen each other outside of school. So hopefully we know each other. Right. Because that's what's gonna help me determine what I'm going to do in that situation. Yeah.
That's why I want to be the cool mom. I want to be the mom that goes to all the PTO meetings, is active in school. Not the annoying mom to my kids where I'm embarrassing them, but I just want to be active. I want to be able to know people, so when my kids do ask can they do certain things, I'm open to, letting them do it. Granted, kids are going to be sneaky anyway and do what they want to do, but I just want to be that parent that, okay, cool, yeah, you can go, little Johnny.
And like, I want their friends at school to be like, I saw your mama over there by the lunchroom. She was in there talking to Miss Tony. Yeah. I want my child to be able to respond, oh, okay, I didn't know she was up here. Yeah. Now, if you see her when you go back to the bathroom, when you pass back by to get back to the classroom, tell her, I said, hey, because I didn't know she was going up to the school. Right. I want my kids to respond like, oh, my mama here. Uh-huh. And I want them to be excited. I don't want them to be embarrassed or anything like that, or like I want them to still be able to be themselves. Yeah. Because I trust that I raised them right. I trust I raised them to be their authentic self, in a loving and accepting home, but also a home that's going to hold you accountable and also going to make sure that you know the word of God. Yeah. But yeah. I'm gonna be that parent.
Girl, that's interesting.
They friends love to see me coming.
Yeah, yeah.
They know they gonna eat.
What do you think your name is gonna be? It's gonna be Miss Kiki?
It might.
Okay.
It might. Right now it's TT Kiki.
Okay.
Right now it's TT Kiki to all my coworkers and friends that have kids. Yeah. It's TT Kiki.
Girl, that is so funny. Yeah, me and Kiki, neither one of us have kids right now. You ever say what's gonna be funny? What if we get pregnant at the same time?
You know what? We just gonna go through it together. We're gonna go through it together.
Girl, that's gonna be so... Oh, that's gonna be so funny. Hilarious.
Jaleesa just gonna have to...
Oh, poor Jaleesa. Y'all met Jaleesa already in one of the other episodes, but baby, she gonna be like, and I plan on being in a different state, so that's gonna be so interesting. Okay. And your ideal family picture, if you could build your family, what are your kids gender wise?
At least 3 kids.
Okay.
At least 3. Definitely not a one child.
Okay.
Household. I just think that's unfair.
Yeah.
Especially when parents start getting old and stuff.
Yeah.
But I want 3 children. I want 2 boys and a girl.
Okay.
And I want the girl to be the youngest.
Okay.
And then if I have more, I have more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoot. Y'all got 2 out of me. I want a boy and girl. If they both come out 2 boys and 2 girls, we're not trying a third time.
If I have twins, I might be done.
Right. You know what? I really do. I want twins. I want a male and female. Mm-hmm. I want twins so that I can go ahead and be done.
Yeah.
That's so interesting. Oh my God, that's so interesting. All right. So if you could go back and tell younger Kiki something, what would it be?
Oh, you got me. It's so much.
Okay, just start throwing them out.
First of all, trust the process, girl.
Yeah.
Trust the process. Deeper in your relationship with God, like get to know Him now.
Yeah.
You know, and know that all things are working.
Yeah.
Okay, regardless of how tough it may get, how challenging it may get. You can't eat an elephant in one day. You cannot eat an elephant in one day. All right, so again, trust the process.
Yeah.
Let's see. Girl, you are worthy.
That's good.
You're worthy.
You might as well just write younger Kiki a book. You might as well just start writing younger Kiki a book.
Because I think about what I be talking to my students about.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
That's good. Okay. All right.
Your voice matters.
Yes. That's
matters.
A good one.
Because a lot of kids think that, you know, they can't voice their opinions because their thoughts have to come out a certain way. Mm-hmm. They got to write a certain way. They have to, you know, talk a certain way. Baby, get them out. Let it out.
Yeah.
And then, just like God allow us to express to Him our desires and stuff like that, then He goes to try to form them to look like His desires for us. Like, not necessarily that we want to form the kids' desires to look like what we want for them, but we want to, you know, just set them up for greatness.
Yeah.
And so I'm all for let them get their thoughts out.
Yeah.
Like help them to express themselves so that we can, like when it comes to children, I know that they're ours, even the ones that we birth, like they're ours, but I feel like we're supposed to be someone who walks alongside them in partnership in life.
Yeah.
You know, not that we're relinquishing authority and all. Some people just like authority, you know, but we're supposed to walk alongside them, you know, in life and help them, especially with the things that we wish we would have known, you know. So, yeah.
All right. So since we're in an open space, do you have any questions for me? I guess because nobody has interviewed me, so I guess we just gonna...
I'm going to throw your question back at you.
Okay.
What would you call this season of your life? What word would you use to describe this season?
Trying.
Trying.
Explain. I feel like when it comes to me trusting, I'm being tried to see if I'm true to the process. I know the prayers I prayed, and God is definitely testing me with them. I'm not passing all of them. So I think it's trying. It's trying. And I guess you can use trying a lot of different ways. I'm intentionally trying to be the best I can be. That's one. I'm trying at, you know, walking in purpose. I'm trying at relinquishing control because Lord knows I love control. And so the prayers that I have prayed, God has given me tests to where I am trying to show Him that I'm intentional. So yeah, I feel like if I had to name this season of my life right now, it'd probably be trying.
Yeah. And your trying is a testament of your faith. Like,
girl,
that just means you have faith that he's gonna do what he said he's gonna do.
You know, he better. I'm sorry, I ain't mean to talk to you like that,
but that just means that you trust him.
Yeah.
If you take the step out there on faith, you know, to try these different things, the podcast, the whole law thing,
Yeah.
and all that means that you trust him.
Yeah.
And that act of faith,
Yeah.
that sends up a great aroma,
baby,
to his nose, and he make him want to open up the windows of heaven.
You right about that. I also am in a season where I don't want to say scared or afraid, because I feel like that'll give a misrepresentation. I can't afford to disobey him again, so I'd rather just try it. Mm-hmm. If I feel like this is something he said, and granted, I'm in a season now where I know not necessarily I know if he said it or not, but I know if he be like, all right, Rebecca, go be I don't know, lady of the night. I know that wasn't him. That ain't nothing I gotta pray about. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, and I was trying to use something like that drastic to show, but I know if he just be like, all right, cool, go donate to this, or you know what, go write another book. Granted, I'll be like, I don't know if that's really you, but at least I'm gonna try edit, because I know the season that he has me in, and I know if it was like his voice or not. If he be like, go be an engineer, I'm gonna be like, nah, that wasn't God. Cause wait, no, I know that wasn't you. Matter of fact, y'all, Kiki just gave you a spoiler alert, because I did not tell them that I was actually going to law school yet. So there you go, guys, I'm going to law school.
Nah, I wasn't trying to tell them all that.
I mean,
no.
It was, when you said it, I was like, dang, I've never told them that yet. So y'all, yes, your girl's going to law school.
My bad, y'all, but hey, you know now.
See what happens when you hear? So yeah, trying would be it. Definitely trying, because I'm just trying that stuff now. And I'm not trying and then letting, like, if it fails in the next few months, letting it go. I'm trying at it just to show him that I'm intentional. And I think with him understanding that, he will know, all right, cool, well, let me keep fueling the fire, so that she knows to keep at it. So, yeah, definitely trying.
I admire the try.
Girl, thank you, because baby.
Cause you know me, like, I used to have so many irons in the fire, like, that trying, when you trying, you got to limit how much you're trying.
Yeah.
You definitely got to put a limit on it, because you spread yourself so thin,
girl.
But you doing an amazing job.
And I think that's the difference between me and you, though. I'm just gonna try one or two things at once. I've never been. I don't know.
See, for me, it's always like, as soon as he drop it in my brain, or drop it in my spirit, like I want to do it. Yeah. That's how obedience worked. Yeah. Worked for me, you know. But at the same time, sometimes you got to sit on and let it marinate. Yeah. Let him, show you the way, and do your due diligence. Yeah. A lot of times it wasn't me doing my due diligence. Uh-huh. It was him dropping it on me. Then boom, I'm trying to, let's put this to work. Let's figure it out. Yeah. And so, yeah.
It be them sides for me. Your sides say so much.
Listen, I just know where he brought me from.
Yes.
I just know where he brought me from.
All right. Is there something that he has told you to do that you're dragging your feet to do now? And of course, you ain't got to go like into details, but.
So, this national board process. Yeah. It's been going on for like 3 or 4 years. Yeah. And with all of the other things I know he told me to do, that he dropped in my spirit, like, I put everything on hold, because it was national board this, national board that. Yeah. And then when I wanted to go sit down to do national board, I had anxiety of writing. Yeah. So it was just like, and then I always felt, kind of guilty. Mm-hmm. Like, dang, he told me to do this, and I'm over here trying to do this. But repeat your question.
Is there anything that he's told you to do right now that you're dragging your feet to do?
Yes, and so the whole, remember I told you about TT Kiki, right? Yeah. The whole YouTube channel thing where I'm going to be just talking to the kids. Yeah. Any kids that write me anonymously. But that right there, it's been brewing for a long time. Mm-hmm. especially just me being in the classroom, period. I used to have this shoebox. It was gold, cut a hole in the top of it. And if they wanted to write me a letter or anything, they didn't have to put their name on it. They could just stick it in there, you know. And then probably later on in the week, I'll pull them to the side and we'll talk about, you know, whatever was on that paper, you know, if they did put their name on it. However, it's sometime during the middle of class, I may stop and during transition or something and say something pertaining to what was on the letter. Just to, you know, get a little tidbit of advice, you know. But, I just had another brain fart. Question.
Right.
This is our relationship.
Literally. Is there anything God has told you to do that you're dragging your feet to do right now?
And so when it comes to the whole, you know, children thing, I know even with family, like it's the kids in my family, like it was a situation like my granddad has done a good job of, you know, raising us to be humble, to be God-fearing, to be people-loving, you know, individuals who just give, you know, and his children have done it. My granddad's children have done a good job of raising children to be their children to be the same. And like I know one of my cousins, he got in a little trouble. But not because of him. You know what I'm saying? And it was a little peer pressure. And so when he was asked why he did it, you know, he was like, "What you want me to be mean?" And I was like, "Oh my God, oh my God." That was one of the signs that told me like, okay. And this happened maybe a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago, and that was a sign that okay, not only do the kids that I serve, but my family. My family need me to go ahead and jump into, you know, what I feel God has told me to do when it comes to these tweens and teens and stuff. And just to help them. If a word to describe what I would be to them, I'd be their best friend. You know, just walk with them throughout, you know, the experiences that they experience as teens, helping to mold their minds and help them to become good decision makers, you know, how to deal with peer pressure and bullying and all that type stuff, and also acceptance, you know, and accountability. Like, you're not a bad friend if you hold your friend accountable. Right. Just stuff like that. But that's one of the main things that I've been, you know, and granted, I do it in my classroom. So it's not necessarily I'm being totally disobedient. But I know that I'm called. I'm called to do more than just in my classroom. Teaching math, it's just a vehicle. And so although I'm making an impact, I feel like once I put that math down, and I really, you know, go for it to reach more teens and more young adults, I really do feel like I'm gonna really be walking in my calling then. All right then. Well, sounds like we need to be putting the math down. Listen. It's a step. I understand. It's financially, all that. It's a step. It's definitely a risk step. Yeah, it's definitely a risk step, baby, because being an entrepreneur and I think just like chasing your dream is not for the weak or faint at heart. This is a different type of lifestyle. My risk taking. I got a mortgage. Girl, right? This is a different type of lifestyle. So you be like, he gonna send provision, baby. When? Where is it? Where is it? Like now? I tell you. Am I gonna have to do Uber Eats or something? I'm gonna have to drive. Girl, that's literally what you're gonna have to do. That's what you're gonna have to do to bring some kind of income coming in. Listen. All right, cool. So if the people wanted to reach out to you to possibly like tutor their kids or just get more information on how to handle their kids or just follow like your life's process, how are some ways they can get in contact with you? So on Instagram, I am _full-figured diva. The figured has a D on it, and so does the diva. So that'll be _FULLFIGUREDDIVA. That's IG. And Facebook gonna be Kiarica Smith. Now you know you didn't have to spell Kiarica. Okay, so Kiarica is KIARICA, and I'm sure you know how to spell Smith. Right. I hope so, y'all.
All right, Kiki. Well, thank you so much. Wait, I cut you off. Is there anything else you want to add? Is there other ways for them to contact you? My bad. Y'all, I'm messing up.
No.
Okay. Well, Kiki, thank you so much for joining me on my endeavor, being the first guest that I brought to my, what you said earlier, humble abode. It's been a pleasure being your friend for 20 plus years. Yeah, there's been moments where, like you said, we disagree. Okay.
I got a question.
Okay.
So, what has been a challenge being my friend? What has been challenging?
I think wanting to say what I need to say to you without you getting your emotions involved. A lot of things, I think before, because, you know, I'm just so blunt, cutthroat, direct and to the point. Mm-hmm. And I don't know how to censor those or cut them, like soften it. Mm-hmm. And so I would just avoid having the conversation.
So for me, let me tell you from now on.
Okay.
Okay. I like blunt.
Okay.
You got to just go ahead and tell me, and because it's all about knowing the character of the person.
Yeah.
Don't let me talk about knowing the character of God, because I go there. But when you know the character of the person, you know they got your best interests in mind. You know they love you, you know, and you got to know that what they're saying it's coming from a loving place. Yeah. Right? Especially if you know y'all ain't been in an argument or nothing like that. And so if you got something to say to me, you just say it. Yeah. You know, however, you know, however it come out, we'll figure everything else out later. So just come out with it, girl. I like blunt. I like, because it's honest. Yeah. It's transparent.
It is.
Yeah,
or at least I'll be trying to.
Yeah.
I think, and that's going back to the character of the person, I think me just knowing like your spirit, I don't be wanting to hurt it. Or not just like your spirit, like I don't be wanting to hurt you. So I just be like, man, I'm just going to thug this out. Like, oh God. But then like at the end, I be the one hurt, because it's like now I can't say what I want to say. And it's just, and I just deal with it. So that don't help.
Say it, especially if it's gonna help me.
Okay.
Just say it.
All right. Well, y'all heard that. Y'all, everybody.
I'm gonna come back on here and tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all if she hurt my feelings, but she ain't gonna hurt my feelings.
Yeah. So yeah, that's been the hard. Well, okay. Now I'm finna throw the question at you. Here we are finna end the show and not ending it. What's been the hardest thing being my friend?
You are headstrong. You are headstrong. And knowing that, like, it's when, like, wanting to support you in your, you know, in your endeavors, whether I agree or not, like, it's hard. I remember we was talking about doing a fashion show up there, upstairs. It was gonna be beautiful. Yeah, you know, when we was talking about that, and I forgot how the whole conversation went. I just remember how I felt in that moment. Like, I don't know, like, baby, just talk when you in your business mind. Yeah. Like,
can't nobody tell me nothing.
Can't nobody tell you
I could be walking towards a brick wall and you
baby,
cannot stop me.
And you not stopping her. You're not.
Cause I be so headstrong, and I think that's just, I don't know. I don't know what that is. What I know why I'm headstrong, why I don't feel like people can stop me, is because they don't see the vision that I see in my head. And I'm also very determined, because I feel like one of the disagreements up there was I was going to have somebody a part of it that should not be a part of not just that business endeavor, but it was my life. And it wasn't no way y'all was finna talk me out of it. It was no. I came up with every excuse.
Then we just got finished talking about that person. I think I'm like, then we finna put them in the show.
I was coming up with every excuse. It was like, and I think I ended up hurting one of our other friends' feelings, and I was just like, and I don't even think I said nothing disrespectful. It was just more so like, this is my show. You're not finna tell me what to do with it. Again, walking into that brick wall, not heeding advice from my counsel. Just,
and that's the thing. We have to remember that these people are our counsel for a reason. Yeah. Like, all of us be forgetting it. Yeah. Especially when we be headstrong about stuff that we know we want to do. Like, I chose these people as my counsel for a reason. Probably because they know me. Yeah. Yeah. And because, you know, I know that when I get headstrong about something, or when I'm feeling doubtful, I know that 1, they gonna encourage me. Yeah. 2, they gonna steer me in the right direction. 3, they got my best interest in mind. Yeah. You know, Yeah, you just got to remember why you chose those people as your counselor.
Or why God chose them. Because, baby, if I chose them, they would have been walking into the brick wall with
you. Yeah, yeah.
That's good. That's good. Well, Kiki, I do want to thank you for coming and sitting on the couch with me.
Girl.
Starting this journey off with getting intentional about my life. Y'all, Kiki just started it. Ain't no telling what's finna pop up over these next few guests. I think I got one other friend I've been cool with for 20 plus years, so ain't no telling where that's finna go. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for tolerating me, putting up with me, supporting me, loving me, correcting me. I mean, you can stop me anytime. Just being the person that I knew I needed, but God had to purposely put you there.
Oh, don't make me cry.
Good, yeah. Because, I mean, it's been, like, we can go back to, like, when I was living in New Orleans. I would drive to Kiki's house at, like, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I would get there. Kiki would have food for me. It would be, like, everything. And it was because I was dealing with, you know, life situations. And so, for a while, I felt indebted to you. Okay, this is finna be very transparent now. For a while, I felt indebted to you, and so I felt obligated to stay your friend because I felt like I owed you something because you were always there for me. But then, like, your support and just talking to God about it, it was just, you did it out the kindness of your heart, and then you never want to be in a friendship or a situation where you're only staying there, you know, to pay back a debt. And so for a while, I had to ask God to help me become more of a friend and not handle the situation as me paying back a debt, and make, like, I want it to be more authentic like it used to be instead of me feeling obligated. Yeah. So yeah. That was the transparent side coming out, y'all.
I appreciate your transparency.
Thank you, huh?
It's been wonderful being your friend as well, girl. Like I tell you, I said, you're an inspiration because you're bold.
Yeah.
You're bold, and you do your best to be obedient.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you live freely.
Mm-hmm.
Like a job. Rebecca ain't even on no job.
Girl, try. Like, if I go back, it's gonna be something like I'm only there for like 4 hours.
Yeah. And she's not gonna go without. If she wants something, she gonna get it. You know. Yeah. But like, it's inspirational versus me. I'm teaching. You know, I know I'm called. Yeah. It's not the one in my side because, you know, it's things that I want to do that, you know, sometimes I can't do because I got to handle this teaching stuff. But, like, you got individuals like me that we got to get up and go to work every day and sometimes bring that work home. And so, like, I dream of it, and I know it's still in arm's reach. But when you want to be obedient to the call, somebody got to do it. Yeah. And God had to call somebody to do it. So. But yeah. There you go. I'm proud.
Girl, thank you.
And thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Of course. Yay! All right, guys. Thank you for watching another episode of the Middle Child Podcast with your girl, Royal Bowes. And as always, you are not invisible here. You are appreciated, you are seen, and most of all, you are loved. And until next time, have an amazing day. Love you.